Hello all, and welcome to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribelite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart.
Inquisitor. Sanguine.
Skep Tock.
I'm Prospero.
Fat Platypus.
Chaosy.
And I'm Della Hazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as Minions. And special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Minions of the Zoo Monday Night Mayhem. Oh, I guess I should have changed that title there. Boop. I'm your host, Adam of Clan Squirt the First. With me this evening is, unfortunately, Kefkis is feeling a bit under the weather, so covering in her place is JenTMaxi.
Hello.
And of course our good pal, future man, TerrysALT. How you doing, Terry?
Yes. I'm doing very Kafka-esque. Jack isn't in chat, so I probably shouldn't waste my trolling on him yet.
No, he was here yesterday.
Yeah, no, but there was a stupid running joke on Quippers, but he got annoyed that people were using Kafka-esque incorrectly, and that he was the only one who used it correctly. So to annoy him, I just called everything Kafka-esque, regardless of what it was.
Well, I mean, he would be that pedantic. If I think Kefka-esque, all I'm thinking is Dancing Mad, Final Fantasy VI. But that's Kefkis.
It's just relating to the works of Franz Kafka. It's like that's all it means. It's not that complicated of a term. It's just incredibly pretentious to refer to the works of Franz Kafka in regular conversation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we're gonna have our conversation for this evening. Terry, take it away, and let's have a very nice and thorough discussion on Kafka-esque.
Like I said, that's really all it is. It just means relating to the works of Franz Kafka. There's not much more to explain. It is something that is really cool, that is completely unrelated to any of this. V did a video on this extremely cool website, which I will put in chat.
V? Oh, I like V.
V is awesome. And what this is a woke discount calculator, which I think is hilarious. So it's got a bunch of different categories of woke ways that woke people ruin video games. And you put in how much a certain thing bothers you, and it tells you how much of a discount you should wait for before you buy the game. It's completely useless. You know how much you're willing to spend on a game. You don't need this website. The fact that it exists is incredibly funny.
Well, Unfortunately, I didn't queue up any images. I did have some topics that I wanted to bring up, but um, like Kefka, I mean, I don't know if I'm, suffering the
Yeah,
same afflictions as she,
you'll be
but
fine. So will you.
yeah, no, yeah, this weekend. I think it's a time change. I honestly, I think is that weirdo when we fall
Well, I
back.
don't know why. I don't know why so many countries, including my stupid country, insist on doing this daylight savings nonsense.
Well, why does
Well,
New
it
Zealand do that?
I'm
I'm
sure they
sorry,
do it
dude.
too.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sure
well,
New Zealand does it as well.
for us, it really does make more sense. Like even in comparison to Mr. Adam, like I joked earlier about, yeah, 1 minute it's 5:30 and there's sun outside, and then it's 6:30 and that's like an hour, and it's pitch black out.
Yeah,
In
it's
the morning it's the
ridiculous.
same. It's kind of the same. Like you do lose time in the morning because it's so dark outside.
No, I mean I get that, but
But
I don't think the convenience of starting work and ending work at daylight is worth the hassle associated with all the time changing.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
stop it. Get some help.
stop. We should stop. Um, yeah, the time change is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
All weekend, I honestly, I don't know. I guess equal parts getting old too. Like, oh shit, what time is it? Oh, but yeah, no, it was ridiculous.
Oh, it's annoying because everything changes when it happens. So it's like this stream started at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for me. But last week it would have been 1 o'clock, and then like 6 months ago it would have been 12. It's
Well,
like
isn't it
you
like
constantly keep track
isn't it
of
like the middle of the
what
day
part of
for
the
you?
year we're in. Yeah, it's two in the afternoon at the moment,
Yeah.
and but like had it been what 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whenever you changed the clocks, it it would have been 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and if you'd gone uh, back about a month before Australia changed its clocks, then it would have been 12. It's like such a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I start hearing somebody with a leaf blower at this time of hour, uh,
No,
I might have questions.
it'll happen. It'll happen at some point, I'm sure.
No, not a. Who the hell's blowing leaves at 8 o'clock at night?
Yeah,
What the fuck's going on?
people are weird.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. And Jorge needs to earn his paycheck. But I was Jen. I don't know if you know this, but Mondays on Minions, we tend to focus on video games.
Hmm.
Although, because you are a guest and um, these are different times, topics
Which,
it
which
could
game would
be,
you like to talk about, Jen?
yeah.
well, I mean, there's tons of games I could talk about, but the one that I know most currently is the Ark. Because they did an update on the game, and it's the beginner map. I like some things. I dislike many things. The
What
game is very big. It centers around dinosaurs.
what do you play Ark on?
Computer. PC's Master Race.
Oh,
But
okay. So you're a fan of Terry with the PC Master
Yeah, yeah,
Race
yeah.
stuff.
it's listen, I had console. Console's fine. But the thing is console can only update so much. And when you go for an updated console, well goddamn, you might as well just buy a computer.
Well,
Console is fine if you're like a little kid and you don't actually get to decide what your parents buy for you. If you're
okay.
making the decision, don't buy a console.
I
Okay, I
also
agreed with Jen's description of why you would go with PC. Terry, you had to just take the kid and smack him in the face.
Also, part of the reason why I know some people kind of prefer console to computers is kind of the opposite reason why I prefer the computers to the consoles. When I was a kid, using the console players, yeah, I had no problems with that. But over the years of using my keyboard to do all that, I find my hands get really stressed out from using um yeah, that's just the game consoles, the handles.
No, but like the thing is, if you like playing on a
Mhm.
controller, you can play on a controller on a
Yeah.
PC. You don't have to use mouse and keyboard. There is nothing that a console does that a PC doesn't, except in the case of there's maybe 3 games you can only buy for the PlayStation because they're
Mhm.
not on
Ah,
PC. There's no PC version.
well, see,
But that's about it.
that's where we're going into, I guess exclusive exclusivity. Yes, that word.
Hmm.
Um, and I guess with both Microsoft and Sony, the line is being blurred to the point where you can really just pick up a really good computer and be able to play all of these games eventually.
I'll,
The only one is
I'll say
Nintendo.
this. Yeah, I was gonna say the only console I can see someone buying is a Switch, because if you want to play Mario or Pokemon or Zelda or any of the like Nintendo franchises, those are not on PC. You need a Nintendo console to play them.
Yeah, but Nintendo is also, losing their mind, and you'll get
Hmm.
hit and miss where you'll get a great game like Mario Wonder, and then you'll get, oh, what the fuck are they doing with Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah.
It's hit or miss with Nintendo.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying, if you like those specific games, you can't get them on PC. So I understand why someone would buy a Switch if you're like diehard Mario fan, diehard Zelda fan. You're not going to find that on Steam. You're not going to find that on Epic or GOG. You need to buy a Switch to play
Epic
uh,
or GOG.
I
Breath
will
of the Wild.
I will give Nintendo some credit. Like they do put a lot of effort into their games, specifically because I think they
Mhm.
are trying to stick to a
Hmm.
console. Like that
Yeah,
is one of those things where like if they can keep their niche being a niche, they're not opposed to that. The thing is
hey, you
though
know
is
what?
like oh sorry. Well it's just the
Yeah, I
thing
was going
is
to say,
no, you go ahead.
hey, you go. You go, you go.
Well it's just as much as they're doing okay with that, it's just you have so much more availability online. Like the only thing that they really have, like the consoles really have that, yeah, Monkey emphasizes it all the time, is they have a hard copy cover of every game. You know? Whereas online, yeah, there is the fear of risk of like if Steam ever went down.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
You,
I guess, but
that's just the thing is if it did go down, they would just re-upload it.
well, okay. I mean, there's a branch off path for that, but I would like to interject. With a Nintendo, I think what they do is they make their games that are you can look back at them and it's still enjoyable in terms of like you're not looking at it as like an Atari game, right? Visually, aesthetically, gameplay wise, even the games you can go back and enjoy it. Somebody can pick up Super Mario Sunshine, and even though it's on a GameCube, it still looks pleasing. It still plays. Uh,
terribly.
well, yeah, I'm not a fan of Sunshine, but you can still enjoy the gameplay. There's still plenty of
Mm.
people enjoy Double Dash. Let's just put that on. I'm
But
sure I'm
to
gonna
go
get.
back to Jen's point, no, the one thing I'll say about Nintendo is they know they can't compete in terms of hardware, like in terms of like raw strength of
Well,
hardware.
that's what I mean. That's why they go with it's an aesthetic type of look, you know.
It's also a very strong brand. It's like people who don't necessarily like Mario at all, everybody knows the jingle. Everybody knows that original jingle. They know the Mario Brothers. They know the background story. It's just such a hard cover. So like even with just that one franchise, yeah, Nintendo did well, but they have a lot of different niches on their console. Yeah, they put effort into what little things they have. It's just console PC gives me options for so many other games. So many other
Yeah.
companies run on PC. So I have the option of variety that Nintendo just on their own can't give me. And they're exclusive. Like they make it very well known that they're not about sharing their shit with everybody else.
Yeah.
They want their niche, their niche. And I agree with that.
Like I think yeah, if you only buy one computing system, it should be a PC.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you are that like keen on the Nintendo characters, unless that's the case, there's no reason to get anything other than a PC.
Yeah,
it's like there's games that play similar enough to Mario, similar enough to Zelda, unless it's the characters themselves that you're hooked on, then you can find something very similar on Steam or Epic or GOG or whatever online storefront you want to buy your games from.
Yes, you'll always find those off-brand titles.
Yeah.
And that's not to say anything again. Personally, I find it funny that it went from arcade console, arcade versus console, to PC versus console. But
PCs have gotten a lot easier to use. Like if you're talking back in the 80s, the difference between a console and a PC was you had all sorts of compatibility issues.
Well, it was always power. I mean.
Yeah, but like if you had to make sure that the sound card played nicely with the graph. Like you had all these different things that could go wrong in getting everything just to work. Could be a hassle, but that's not the case anymore. It's very much a PC is practically as much of a plug and play as a console is these days.
Oh yeah, well even better. I mean, I wouldn't argue against a PC. I think where we're going, yeah, it's obviously PC with a Nintendo as a sidearm. I mean, that's how we used to sell it when I was working at Game Crazy, where we were doing, oh, you got a PS3? Ah, well, you should get a Wii. Oh, you got a 360? You should get a Wii. It's hey, you're gonna have your Nintendo, but you're also gonna have your however you're gonna play your Call of Duty shit.
Yeah, no, but like even in the early 90s, like if your choice was like a Super Nintendo or a PC, I can understand why you would pick the Super Nintendo because back then PCs were a lot more complicated and there were compatibility issues. And with a Super Nintendo, you buy a game, you put it in the machine, and it works.
And you couldn't play Warcraft 2 on a Super Nintendo.
It also
sure there were some games that obviously wouldn't be suitable for a console that you're playing with a controller, but
it's also
just in terms of ease of use, just pure ease of use. The consoles used to have that as an advantage over PCs, and they don't anymore.
It's also you're limited on how much you can play when you go that route. Like PC, because of the internet, it did kind of enter us all into a new world. Like yes, consoles do have hookups, they do, but PC is they won that route because they already had the internet connecting people. So connecting your World of Warcraft to once it got past connecting to the Americans, you're connected to the Australians and the Germans and the Japanese and the Chinese. Those games became entirely different games.
Okay, hold on, Jen. So, what was your first online game that you played? Terry as well.
Probably for in contact with other people, World of Warcraft. I was a little bit shy about just playing with people online right away, just because I was fairly young, and I admit my brother kind of took most of that time on the computer when I lived at home with my parents. When I first moved out, a lot of the games that I admit I started off on were just like simple ones, like easy to connect with people online through Facebook. So a lot of the starter games were Facebook. And then I would realize that, well, actually, these people are playing these same games. So, yeah, I could play with a friend in Ontario or somebody who had gone overseas. You know, so it might be like World of Warcraft, or there was a lot of MMORs that were free.
Oh yeah.
But Steam connected me to a lot of people too. Like I'd say 7 Days to Die and Ark were probably the first ones that I really spent a lot of time online, because not every game is a World of Warcraft spend a lot of time online kind of game. You know, like yeah, like a lot of fighter games were great because yeah, you could play with other people. Like yeah, you're playing with somebody in Japan. That's kind of cool actually. Like I mean, I couldn't do it. I'd lose every time, but it's still kind of cool to think about.
Well, okay, hold on. Well, yeah, Terry. What did you jump on online with?
Discord mod.
GoldenEye? Wait, what?
Discworld mod.
Oh, Discworld.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I did play 20 minutes of World of Warcraft, but I hated it, so I did. I stopped.
It wasn't
Like,
for
my
everybody.
brother had an account. My brother had an account. I played it for 20 minutes. My quest was kill rats or something and collect their tails. I was like, yeah, I don't need to do that. It's like, it's what TV Tropes refers to as the 20 bear asses quest. One of those. And not every bear had an ass. So you had to kill more than 20 bears to get 20 bear asses.
Honestly,
like, no
those MMOs, I've never really... I mean, the most I've played is Phantasy Star Online for the Dreamcast. When I brought up Warcraft, I meant Warcraft 2.
Yeah, like the beginner games.
Yeah, like the old
Mhm.
RTS games.
I was even going to bring up StarQuest, because that one was absolutely captured by the Asian community.
Oh,
My
yeah,
brother
no, yeah.
played the shit out of that. I actually liked it. I liked it a little bit. Like, I liked it just as much as World of Warcraft, but I liked some of the characters better. The aliens were fun.
Playing StarCraft a lot with making maps based off of Starship Troopers. And you know, before we dive in further, let me welcome everybody in chat. Good evening, chat. Here we got Terry. Oh, well, Terry. Yeah, hi. How you doing, Terry? We got James Coley, Tier Diamantis. We got and Green Badger. Yeah, Diablo 2. You know, I played Diablo 1. I've never really played Diablo 2.
Diablo 2 was cool for the Necromancer. I admit that I've liked the Necromancer character since they created that one, but
I didn't. I really liked Diablo 1, but I couldn't get into Diablo 2 the same way. I don't know why. I don't know what it was, but Diablo 1 I really liked. Diablo 2 I kind of played a little bit and lost interest.
My only real complaint about Diablo 1 is I think they should have put the butcher on a harder floor. Because he was such a scary first character.
Yeah.
Like, he was great. But, like, you would expect him to be further down.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's meant to be a wake-up boss. He meant to, like, realize, oh shit, this game doesn't play around. This is actually... I actually have to try. I have to take this seriously.
I mean, it's Diablo as a whole going into it is kind of spooky, and then all of a sudden you're met with fresh meat. You know, it is out there. I do want to play Diablo 2, only because I hear that it is probably the best representation of Diablo. I mean, Diablo 3 is pretty good.
People really like Diablo 2. I mean, like I said, I didn't. But general consensus is that Diablo 2 is the best one.
Yeah. Necros broke Diablo 2. Probably.
The Butcher shouldn't have been the final boss. That would have been retarded.
Not final. I never thought final. I just thought like
No, the
they
final
should
boss
have.
has to be Diablo. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean it is about a big giant demon, but no, the butcher like I'm not saying like he needed to be deep into the tunnel. I just thought like the first floor, maybe make him like the 5th or the 10th. You know,
I
so you
did
lead
like,
up to this big first boss.
I did like that if you killed him, you got the Butcher's Cleaver, and that was like a decent weapon to get you through the early parts of the game.
Oh, okay. I mean, he still has that impact as a whole. So
Yeah, he's meant to. He's meant to be memorable.
yeah. And then we get rehashes of him every game coming forth. So
The one thing I did like about Diablo 2, there was a cow level. There were all these rumors that there was a secret cow level in Diablo. There wasn't. There was a cow level in Diablo 2.
yeah, wasn't there?
What in the second one there was.
And then ever since, it's just been a little
Oh, I have not and will not play Diablo 3, so I don't know if there's anything in that. But the second Diablo does have a cow level.
I think the fourth one, I think I saw a couple of news articles where they were saying like, oh yeah, it's out there.
You would have to pay me to play Diablo 4, so that I'll never know what's in that game.
Ha! You know what? You'd have to pay to get to the cow level nowadays. So
Yeah, well, I'm
waka.
not going to, so I'll never find out.
It's like everything that's being redone. Like I get wanting to renew an old franchise, especially if it was really good or really popular, but like all things, I'm like it's not the same. Some things just are done. You know, you got to start something new for the new generation because it's just keep it for the generation that still likes it. Sure, if you've got a niche that's willing to pay for it, but yeah, it's like World of Warcraft. Yeah, I have seen the updated one. I've watched people play it. It's not the same. You know, it's just
Apparently Diablo 3 does have a cow level, according to
Okay, I need to take this
what is
initiative.
this cow thing?
No, because haha, you walked into this trap. You thought it was a sweater, but it's Dio. Mwaha. Um. Okay.
Best use of a cow in a video game was FM Jimmy.
All right. So you're talking about if it's finished, let it put it to rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, I think we have just witnessed a resurgence on the contrary to that in terms of Super Mario Wonder and Sonic Superstars. Actually, I picked up Sonic Superstars just Friday, I believe, and holy shit, both Sonic and Mario, it's like going back to the 90s and playing fucking awesome 2D side-scrolling games. And one part was it's funny that I saw some articles where it was, I guess Sega was like they hope to see Sonic bigger than Mario in terms of video games and movies, and people were exploding on it like, oh my god, Sega's tossing blows out there, and it's like, well, no, I mean, who wouldn't want their franchise to be the biggest, right?
Obviously.
But going back to what we were talking about, it's the console wars, right? These are the games that you can only really find on consoles, and they're shining very nicely, I will say. But you can get them on a computer, so I mean,
I don't
well,
give
not Mario.
I'm gonna give yet again. I'm gonna give Nintendo credit, and maybe Sega still has some of this too, and it's based off of recent documentaries I've watched off of the guys who initiated, like the initial creators. A lot of them are still involved. You know, it's a lot of the thinking that I get from,
Hmm.
yeah, I stare at Disney a lot of the times because, yeah, they absolutely haven't had anyone in charge who's ever been connected to the initial owners in a long time. Like, they own it, but they're not involved in that shit. It's one of those things when you can tell that somebody's still passionately in love with the thing that they created. Like, this is their big baby that they created that they've wanted to share with everybody. There's more thought involved in it. Like, I don't play all the Nintendo games. I haven't for a long time because the thing with the consoles, kind of expensive, you know? So when you're like
Hmm.
choosing between rent or things like that and a stupid console, you're like, yeah, the computer offers me more choices. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I would watch the Nintendo games as other people would play it because it's not like everybody I knew didn't have one. Some people did have one. There's love involved in Nintendo. Mario is still a great character. I love my favorite character from that franchise is still Donkey Kong because I feel bad for Donkey Kong. I thought Mario was a piece of shit for how he treated Donkey Kong. But yeah, there's love involved in those characters. It's the same with Sonic. Like it shows carry on a lot better when the people involved give a shit about it.
It definitely shows when a development team puts a lot more effort in towards crafting
Mhm.
a decent art style in terms of the game, um, as opposed to trying to make a blockbuster type movie.
And
And I think we're seeing it with these two titles.
mhm.
The one thing I will say with Sega, I've been hearing this thing called Hyena popping up. I don't know what that is,
Okay.
but apparently it's been eating a lot of. Supposedly it's Sega's biggest budget title, and we I hope I hope it's not bad, but again, it's one of these things where game developers they have an idea where they're gonna go and try and make such a big budget type production where it's like just it's if you focused on a good game, decent gameplay, and then memorable aesthetics, that's all you need. It'll carry over, you know.
Like they don't need to overcomplicate a story. Most of the stories are geared towards they are geared towards kids for the most part, but it still should be enjoyable for adults because they might play it too. But Sonic was like that. Mario was like maybe not so much like that. There's not really a story to Mario until now. Like Mario has a story now, but when it started out,
Mario shouldn't have a story. The story should be at Bowser. That should
Oh
be the
yeah.
story.
I find that it has it now, but I'm like when it started off, I'm like okay, listen. But
It's a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what Hyena is. Apparently, you went through a couple different developers and um. Eesh. But yeah, no, yeah. I mean, and that's the point. Like Mario, the story is very simple. Bowser wants to rule the kingdom,
mhm.
and you have to stop him by doing six or seven, worlds. It's like it doesn't need a story. It's just and again, that's pretty much all one Super Mario Wonder is Bowser wants this Wonder Seed,
Yeah.
and you have to go and clear the world, and it's fucking awesome. It's Super Mario.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
that's all it is.
like I said, the story should be Bowser bad, stop Bowser.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be complicated. Like, yeah.
Uh, I mean, if you want, tier, uh, Does he have access to? Oh no, we're gonna have. Look, if
I,
you
I
have
don't I
access
don't know how to
to,
pull,
what's that?
I don't know how to pull people into
Yeah, I don't have
here.
the
So
ability to
I
pull.
might be able to. I'm not sure because I think you were supposed to be given permissions to, but he has to join
general voice
Yeah.
chat.
general. Where is general? There it is. Can
Look,
you join general? You should be able to.
well,
I
we're
don't
in
Discord.
quiet on the set.
I know. I meant for tier.
Yeah. I mean,
He has to join the general voice chat so that Jen can drag him into what is that?
That's
oh,
what I'm
okay.
trying to say.
Yeah, join that. Yeah, the even though I'm host, the host with the most, um, I still
Yeah, but
don't have the ability to pull people into our chat.
I talked to Hammer about that, and he said that he and Eve fixed that. So I don't know if that's true.
I don't Discord if I don't have to, so I don't know how anything works.
No, you're good.
So
I know you're out of. I know that you don't do. I know that you don't do. It's just yeah. My understanding with Hammer, because his understanding is you have it. So
I
we
mean,
can still fix that, but we can't fix that if we don't know.
yeah.
So if you wanna do us a favor and at least join general, at least one of us can maybe pull you in. Yeah, there he is.
I have a better idea. Instead of tier join general, he can just stay in chat, and we can make fun of him for not being on the stream.
Okay, so he is in general, but you might need to drag and drop him.
Okay,
Because I can't.
Okay, drag and drop.
If not, I can always ask Eve.
It doesn't work.
Okay. Alright, Eve is there. We'll tell Eve. It's fine. She's fine. She's nice.
This is a lot of work. This is way too much work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're supposed to have it, and that's kind of the point. Sorry, I'm not meaning to pick on you. It's just you're supposed to have permissions for things because you're a host. How are you supposed to host if you can't host?
It's always easier when you're just holding the microphone and standing on stage, and then everybody behind you is pulling the curtains and making sure the set is prepped up and making sure that people are available for coming up on stage, and all I have to do is hold the microphone and say hey, waka waka, and try and make the audience laugh. I want to thank everybody again, once again, for joining us. While we're waiting for Tier to join,
I don't get this.
I think now's a good time for some ads. And I did get the go ahead from Satsu. So where's the ad? Boop.
Why? Like he's not going to complain about you shilling his company.
Well, no, but it's you always gotta.
It might take her a second. She's in Monster Hunter World. She might have to pause.
Well, thank you, Eve. And
But
yes.
Is also he can explain what hyenas are. I don't think we care that much, do we?
Go check out Oishi Fried Chicken. His spices for your meats. I really do hope that the 15% off is still going. But Oishi 15 promo code. Go check him out.
There we
Support our pal Satsu and his family with their business. And oh my God! Wait, what is that? What is that? What is that other ad? Oh yes, Raid Shadow Legend.
I confess, I was nice to Satsu today because I realized he's tamed himself an otter.
Wait, what? Why were you mean to Satsu? No, that's that's Terry's skin. That's if you type in MOTZ for Raid Shadow Legend and you get Terry skin. But wait, what did you do to Satsu?
Satsu tamed himself an otter, and I have this tendency to try to get my friends who are playing other games to name their tames after people. And I'm like, well, what person do I know is an otter? Well, that's Polydub. You gotta name your otter after Polydub. That way, when you get another otter and you're ready to make new otters, it becomes more awkward because it's named after Polydub.
Well, that's true.
But yeah, he was kind of busy. He's still exploring that map, and the thing with that map, and oh, we got him! Yay! Eve must have helped us.
Oh.
I was a little bit worried because she's in the middle of Monster Hunter. I didn't want her to like. Yeah, I'll just let her know because I didn't want her to die in her game.
Oh, let her die. What's the worst that's gonna happen?
All right, so you want to hear about drag queens in space?
Oh God. Okay. Welcome, Tier.
Hey guys, what up? So,
Hi, dear.
hey Jen, what up, Terry? About?
Oh, she said to use stream time and not to use Quiet on Set anymore. You have permissions on there, I guess. I don't know what that means, but all right.
Okay, well, we'll discuss that after the show.
Yeah.
You know, while we're not live.
Thank you, Eve. I mean,
Thank
she
you,
can't
Eve.
hear it because she's playing her game, but
Yeah.
all the same, if she doesn't hear us.
All right, so drag queens in space is what fucking hyenas was, right? And
Hyenas are feliform carnivore animals belonging to the family Hyenidae. I just looked it up.
oh, good. All right, so
With
Games
just 4
Workshop.
extant species, it
Sorry.
is the 5th smallest family in the Carnivora and one of the smallest in the class Mammalia.
God damn it, Terry, but stop being intelligent. So the code name hyenas, right?
Hold on, did
Was
you just say it was drag queens in space?
drag queens in space.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, it was developed by
fuck?
Creative Assembly.
Yes.
And they poured a lot of money into it. And it was supposed to be a looter shooter where you collected all the Sega properties, like little tchotchkes of fucking Sonic or whatnot. And it had anti-gravity gameplay, and it fucked over one of my favorite franchises.
Hold on.
The Total War series.
Was Ooh La La part of it from Space Channel 5?
No.
They didn't
I don't
even use
know.
Ooh La La? Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. Like from everything my community, which is the Total War community, heard and seen, it was a fucking disaster.
Yeah, that's where all the money went to. That's why we got Pharaoh.
Yeah, that's why we got Pharaoh, because it was a fucking disaster. And they that's why they jumped the price of fucking Changes of War. Not Changes of War. The Lord Pack. It went from $14 to $21.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is, and I hate that game. I hate MOBAs mostly, but I hate what Hyena did to one of my favorite friends. Like it ruined it. Like Creative Assembly is going down his face. No. Well, go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know. I don't know your game so much. It's just I don't mean to go back to the World of Warcraft thing, but like the most recent update with them did absolutely nothing to add value to the game. It was just like, okay, well, we update the graphics, but the graphics are the same. The map is still shit. You know? Like
yeah. And that's essentially what fucking Pharaoh is, the Total War series. It's a $60 game that looks like it was tacked on to Troy.
It's Napoleon dressed up as Empire. Right?
Yeah, it's Napoleon dressed up as Empire with, less features of Napoleon and Troy's gameplay, which was ass to begin with. Nobody asked for Troy.
At least Napoleon was an improvement over Empire. Pharaoh, in all honesty, I can't say. I haven't tried Pharaoh. I've tried
I haven't played Pharaoh,
Troy.
but I've seen enough of it.
Yeah, I've seen enough of it. Um, not worth $60, or at least 60, $70. The same thing with fucking Tears of the Kingdom. It's like, dude, that's Breath of the Wild. I don't want.
Again, there's certain elements like reason why I didn't get Tears of the Kingdom is because if I wanted a open world fucking Skyrim-esque game, I just play Skyrim. Like that's all. Like building stuff and whatnot. Like if I want that,
Oh
I just
yeah,
play Skyrim.
Zelda with Fortnite.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
no.
Zelda with Fortnite. Like
Oh, hold on. Okay. Um, uh, side side note. So I went to
uh
go get food. Um, Panda Express, right? I had to get
uh
orange chicken. Right next door is a GameStop. So I stopped in GameStop and just on the off chance, I'm like, okay, let's see if they got the Tears of the Kingdom amiibos. I don't know why, but for some reason I was like, okay, I gotta get the amiibos. And dude comes out from the back. I swear he's wearing just a t-shirt and sweatpants. And it's like the character ah, he's a he used to be a comedian, I think. He had long hair, glasses, a baseball cap. He was in a music video where he was like giving out free hugs, something like that. He was on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Um, but this dude comes out and he's like, "Yeah, can I help you? What are you looking for?" I'm like, "Yeah, do you got the Tears of the Kingdom amiibos?" And he's like, "Oh, you mean these?" And he points to, like the back, behind the counter. And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. Let me get these two." He's like, because I'm like, "Yeah, just give me Ganondorf and Zelda." And he's like, "Oh, so you don't want Link?" And I'm like, "Not really. I mean, I guess, you know, Ganondorf and Zelda are unique in terms of this set, I guess." And he's like,
uh
"Oh, I know why you want Ganondorf." I'm like, What do you mean?" He's like, "Everybody wants Ganondorf because he doesn't have a shirt on." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking
What the fuck
about?"
they got to do with anything?
I know. I'm like, just ring it up and fucking put it in a bag, you asshole. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Like nobody wants Link because he's so fucking generic. His design does not change.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, dude, it's Link. This is the first time you have a Ganondorf that's, unique to the series. And then, you always want to get a Zelda statue. Uh, but because Ganondorf has his bare chest out. Get the fuck out of here, you weirdo.
Shit,
Now look,
get
if
it.
Zelda had a shirt up, that would be different.
That
Well,
would be different.
yes. Would he be doing that? I don't know. And I felt weird as I was ordering my orange chicken next door at the Panda Express. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? It's not because he doesn't have a shirt on. It's because Ganondorf looks cool.
Look, Link had the design of Link only changed twice in the entire, three times in the entire series. The first set of games, the original like Link to the Past stuff. The
Mhm.
first set of games, Wind Waker, and then Ocarina of Time. That's when his design was set.
Yeah.
Like he really doesn't change. He looks the same each and every fucking time. You don't
Well,
need to do anything to him or buy his figures. One figure is enough.
Yeah. I mean, I already have the 8 Link figure, so I don't really need a Link with blue arm statue
Link,
thing.
Link with Link with one random blue arm and you know possibly a different set of clothes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have, Ganondorf sitting right in
well,
front of me right now, so.
it's just if you're really changing a look of a long-term character, and like Link kind of has reason behind why his character wouldn't really change. Like the dude's an elf.
Well, not even that. He's supposed to be a successor in a long. He's supposed to be the same character all the time. Like he's
Yeah.
the exact same character.
So like he kind of has a set in reasoning for why his look looks the same. So like the only reason you really change it is because there's a link between stories. Like I never played the last couple of games, but I could remember watching enough of the gameplay because there's so much video talking between characters nowadays in gameplay that it's all dialogue. That I kind of got a gist of where the story was going, and I'm like, well, okay, you've got links there where, yeah, if he came back with a different look, there's reasoning behind it. Like, I can kind of understand that. But then there's the Breath of the Wild, which, no, I haven't watched enough of that to understand what was going on there, but, like, there's no connection with that one, I don't think. It doesn't seem to affect anything.
You know, to
But
be
every-
honest, it's if you enjoy the game, you go and play the game. I've seen enough videos on trying to wedge sense into these games, and honestly, I'm at the point where I think Nintendo is just, yo, we're gonna make a Zelda game. We're gonna slap Zelda on it, and yeah, whether or not it's a Zelda game, that's what it is. We don't care about story. We don't care about, where the history goes from. It's just,
No,
you're gonna swing a
like
sword.
the old school Zelda games. I don't like this open world shit. Like Zelda was always open world, but it had a path that you had to follow. It had cause and effect. You had to go get the key from this place to open the chest in that place to get the bow and arrow so you can go to the next dungeon. You had to do it that way. You know, or you can go anywhere, do anything. That loses some of the momentum and some of the storytelling of the series.
Tyr, you are speaking too much sense, sir.
Yeah, like think about it. Like we'll use Ocarina of Time. Each dungeon, each adult dungeon told a story. You know, in the environment of just alone, the storytelling of the environment when you're in a dungeon, it told a story in a linear style. You got the gist of how that world works. And in Breath of the Wild, I can just go anywhere. So I can tell a story that really doesn't fucking fit.
That's kind of how it felt. Like, it was pretty. It was a very pretty looking game. It just didn't have a feeling of, like, anything to do with Zelda, really, except for it was like Zelda running around in an open world. Like, oh, that's pretty.
But Zelda's always been open world. Like, it may not have been like GTA open world, but it's been open world.
It's just like trying to picture that with, like, say, so my closest links to, like, something like Zelda would probably be, goodness, I'm thinking of Cloud Strife, and I can't remember his fucking game. Final Fantasy
VII.
The original ones. Like, yes, I'm aware of the fact that when you go from town to town, it's an open world, but at the same time, though, like, yeah, it just doesn't have that same feel to me anymore when you do an open world like that. I'm like, okay, this is...
Well, hey, you actually have an opportunity to try the updated version, where it's...
It sucks. Don't do it.
I don't want to. Like, they lean on the wrong things. Like, they just... Yeah.
No, they failed in the basic point. They said it was a remake. But instead of calling it a reimagining or retelling, they called it a remake. And it instantly pissed me off. Like, that's not how the story...
Yet again, that's how I felt. Like, it was just seeing my memory of them advertising like 4 years ago with those stupid flowers, because I knew right away that they were talking about Aerith, and it felt like the movie. It felt like the movie, and I was like, oh, are you going to give me this game, but like with what I saw from the movie? Because I thought that's what they were promising.
That's okay. Going right back to our conversation with consoles and Nintendo. Come, I believe, the end of next week, we got Super Mario RPG coming out, and that looks like it's a straight. I mean, they did do some differences. I think you can swap out characters mid battle, and they have a charge bar or something like that. But for the most part, it's a one-to-one game remake, as opposed to Final Fantasy VII. But even Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Quest. I really got to work on my dictation. Dragon Quest 3 is also getting a remake, using the 2.5D style uh, aesthetics. This is where I think we should go towards. You know, if you're gonna remake a game, remake the fucking game. You don't have to go out of your way to change it. Just people, this is what they want. Give it,
Copy
give
and
them.
paste and just update the graphics.
Yes.
Update the gameplay.
I still
Don't change
expect
the story.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I still expect the characters to look kind of like they were designed for Dragon Ball Z. You know, update the graphics, but still make the characters the way that they're supposed to be.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
Terry did that. His artwork is always iconic and phenomenal.
That's how I remember that game. I'm like, oh look, it's Goku, but in a different entire context.
Well, I've only that's why I mentioned Dragon Quest and didn't say uh the core opal of it, you know, being Chrono Trigger. Lord,
Ugh.
if they ever remake that, they better do it right. The
If they
PlayStation
remake
remake,
that one,
they did it on the PlayStation and DS.
mm-hmm.
I wanna say, with the
Yeah.
animated cutscenes. Um, but yeah, if they're gonna do it, and they're gonna do like maybe um, with the updated graphics, they better do it right. That's all I'm
All
saying.
right. So this is my thing. All right. If you're gonna do a remake, plug some of the plot holes, the original storytelling. Like tighten up the story. You know, if you tell Final Fantasy story, but eliminate some of the issues that the story had with itself, it would be okay. Don't go and like cut a whole new story whole cloth or add in shit you cut the original cut content.
Whole cloth.
Like
You mean add cloth? Make the golden saucer scene a little bit longer.
it was originally supposed to be, and you could actually fight Diamond. You could actually fight the Diamond weapon and kill the Diamond weapon. It wasn't it ran off. The original concept of that game was you were the one that puts down Diamond physically,
Is that
and you fought
is that in
what?
the remake?
No, it's not in the remake, but one of the cut content. Like I watched the YouTube on this one, and the guy said like the cut content from the original game were put down. So you killed everyone but the one that gets blasted in the face of the king. That gets what was the goddamn name of the not the coastal city with the goddamn gun on it, takes it to the face. Fuck, I can't remember that. I think it's Pearl. Yeah, I think it was Pearl.
One of the ultimate weapons, right?
Yeah,
The
one of the
giant.
weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm gonna I'm gonna put you as Tyr Alexander. That's okay, right?
yeah.
I mean, you've been on this show for more than 5 minutes, so I gotta add you in the description. Uh, yes,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, make sure you take a look at the description. Tomorrow we're gonna be hanging out in the Discord, in the Minions Discord. So if you want to hang out and chit chat with some of your favorite minions, that's where we'll be. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna edit this. Tyr, you can go ahead and uh, continue about Final Fantasy VII, and then I'm gonna look at the poll and see who
He's
won.
a samurai win.
Oh, no.
Samurai down. It's a tie.
Hold on, is Terry gonna like it or not? That's the real question. I have a feeling Terry's gonna be like, actually, I don't want to play that game because it's not a real fighting game.
I have no idea what my worry is. Maybe it's a fighting game, maybe it's not. I'll find out.
What is
I don't like to pick Milestone. Milestone sucks.
what is the winner?
It's a tie.
It's a tie. Oh no.
Yep. Mighty Warriors and Samurai Showdown. I see a surprising lack of Dino Rex. I just want to point that out.
Dino Rex. It's a fan favorite.
It is.
Mighty Warriors. Terry, we've played it before. It's a really odd, like, it's kind of like it's kind of like, was it Time Killers?
Okay. No, if it's like time killers, then it's probably a real fighting game.
I picked, dude, I picked goofy games for the mid, uh, mid lineup. And then,
Terry,
I always try and see what the poll, what the people are gonna pick. What do you got?
Sorry, please fire the announcer from Street Fighter 5
Okay,
or Street Fighter 6.
how come Clay Fighter Tournament Edition is 11%? That's disappointing. Clay Fighter's a good
I was
game.
the only one who voted for it.
Yeah. Soul Calibur, for the Dreamcast, again, that's 22%, and that's disappointing because Soul Calibur is also a good game. But yeah,
Fuck.
tied. Samurai Showdown 4, I believe it's like a Seku's Revenge or something like that, and then Mighty Warriors. Mighty Warriors is a really goofy game. So,
Flip a coin.
Samurai
yeah.
Showdown.
You've already voted. You don't get a second.
Jen, what do you think?
I kind of randomly picked.
Samurai Showdown, Jen. Come on. You got... Jen, I love
And
you
then-
if you vote for Samurai
And
Showdown.
then Jen
I
comes out
already
and says,
voted.
Dino
I
Rex.
voted randomly. What did I vote for? I
Did
think
you
I
vote?
did. Yeah, I did. I thought I did. I just. Yeah, I think I voted for Soul Calibur. I just randomly voted, but I thought that if Kefkis were here and she were to vote, I for some reason thought she would go with Soul Calibur for some reason. I'm
Well,
probably wrong.
I don't think that really helps us, but
No.
in terms of keeping it goofy, we'll go ahead and do Mighty Warriors.
Jen, I feel screwed. I'm blaming you.
Sorry.
Yeah! Mighty Warriors is the winner for the mid game. You win. We're gonna go ahead and start doing Killer Instinct. And then we'll do Mighty Warriors and then Street Fighter 6. Tyr and Jen, would you like to be commentary for the fights?
Sure.
Awesome. Tyr, I know you've been actively trying to get us to remove the announcers in
Commentary.
Street Fighter 6. Now's your chance to replace them, sir.
Sweet.
And okay, give me a second so I can get Killer Instinct working. I'm gonna mute myself. Actually, you know, I think it's. I didn't actually. Let's go that. I didn't think we'd go this long. But I'm gonna go and take a look at this toaster over here. I just I really need just to make sure it's okay. I'll be right back.
Yeah, don't burn your house
You
down.
gotta go check. You gotta go check on her again.
Can I tell you
Can I
something
make
really,
my
really
food?
bad? And it's how I know I hang out with too many people who tell me dad jokes. But there's a brand of toaster that I sell that's called Oyster. So whenever I have to help stock the oyster toasters, I'm like, oh look, it's a toaster.
But
My manager's my manager just gives me this look like, what? I'm like, you don't understand.
don't.
I know, right? Oh, the creepiest thing I
Yeah.
had to stock though, and I'm just letting you know because I don't know who in the chat has kids, but if you got kids, they're doing these life-size like stuffy dolls of the Toy Story characters. Surprisingly creepiest dolls I've seen lately. Like I used to think they were cute characters in the show, but as a stuffy doll, they're creepy as fuck. They're putting Chucky to shame. You're welcome, parents. You're gonna take those home for some of your kids.
I had when I was a child, I had a My Buddy doll,
Yeah,
which was essentially fucking Chucky.
yeah, I remember
I had
them.
a black My Buddy doll too.
I remember them.
My mother used to say, when after watching Child's Play, I would hide it under the bed and never touch it, so she could get rid of the terrifying. To be stupid again.
Listen, it's just there's some characters in life that you just somehow knew not to trust. Like Chucky was one of them. Certain clowns, not all clowns, but certain clowns. You don't have to make them look creepy for them to be creepy. You're like, there's something not right with you. There is Satan in your eyes. You can't fool me with that stupid fucking J-Dog smile, man. You know what I mean?
that fucking smile is creepy.
Not all clowns are like that. Like some of them are like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, sometimes you're like, yeah, I get it. You're just a guy trying to make money.
Hold on, you had a My Buddy? Dude.
Yes, I had a My Buddy.
Uh-oh. You're roboting. The My Buddy got you.
What? Oh, dude.
He is not pleased.
Let me see if I can.
Do not talk about My Buddy.
Do not talk about My Buddy.
I was gonna say, dude.
My bad.
How do you... Wait. You good?
Yeah. But yes, I had a My Buddy.
Dude. I had, a Mickey Mouse. Like, instead of a Teddy Ruxpin, it was Mickey Mouse. And I swear, that motherfucker would fucking just randomly blink.
Yes. I had a Teddy Ruxpin.
I had a Teddy
And
Ruxpin.
that shit was creepy.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Yeah, Teddy Ruxpin was fun, but if the wrong kid knew that you could put in the wrong music into that thing, it would sing it.
Yeah. Harry, do you know what Teddy Ruxpin was?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, God.
Hold on, did you have a
So
Teddy
you know the horror.
Ruxpin out in Australia land? Or was that an emu?
I did not. I did not have a Teddy Ruxpin. I had a Gabby Bear. But Teddy Ruxpin was the more popular, more successful bear, talking bear.
Talking bear. You know, I just have to ask, only because you don't have, like, Halloween out there, so... You know, things are different in the future.
This is true.
It's not just that; it's also how we send out and receive entertainment. it's something I recall that it was a long time ago that I think you brought up something about the whales, Terry, and
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I at the time I could remember the show, but I couldn't remember ever watching it. And then I was like, well, it makes sense that you'd think that I would have seen it at the same time because they did release it at the same. We're not too far off in age, but
Yeah.
it takes like a year or two for stuff from Australia to really come across the border for some reason. And so when they were
Makes
playing
sense.
it here, it was just like, yeah, it's like, yeah, they started playing that 2 years ago. I was 2 years older,
Mhm.
so by that time
Mhm.
it's a little too young for my age group. So I remember seeing the advertisements for it because YTV did that. Like YTV was pretty much what I had up here, and they did international shows. But like if it was a little bit, yeah, if I didn't receive it in time, it was pure torture for anything anime related. Because yes, I was a nerd when I was at least 13 to 16. But anything overseas would take like 2-3 years.
For some reason, Killer Instinct has insisted on doing a performance test instead of just working. So give me a sec. It's about a third of the way through. It shouldn't take too long.
Okay.
So
I think
yeah.
hold on. If I have to do it too, Killer Instinct. I love this game. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we will be able to fill the void. But carry on, Jen and Tyr.
What was I going to say? Oh, back in the day, fucking watching anime was terrible, Jen, because we get it like 3 years after it came out.
Yeah, and you know they would just replay the same stuff over and over and over again. It was just like, don't do that. Just do other things. I'll wait for it. I remember the show, but if it's gonna take 3 years, replaying it like over and over and over again it's actually worse doing.
Well, okay, hold on. What was the first anime, quote unquote, that you saw? I guess Japanese animation.
Akira. Yup, me and my grandma watched Akira.
You and your grandma watched Akira?
Yup, she the one that introduced me to anime.
Damn.
I can't remember all of the names. It's just I can't remember one of the names. I think it was because it was based off of a Robo character, and I know that they made it into a game. Like there's a game character based off of it. But anime for me is something that confused the shit out of me when I was a kid, because a lot of our cartoons were drawn by a lot of the same artists that do anime. So half the time I was watching our cartoons, and then I'd be watching like, yeah, I think I was watching anime earlier in life. But when you're thinking about like the 80s and the 90s, there was a clear crossover when. For us, it was YTV. I don't know. For you guys, it was probably... I'm not sure if it was Fox for you guys. You had other stations too, though, but I know Fox really pushed a couple of anime. But Dragon Ball Z for sure... No, Dragon Ball. Not Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball. For sure was one of the first ones, because they were mid-80s. Or maybe late 80s, but... Like, goodness, I can remember that one.
Adam, I can't invite you. It says no one.
Wait, it says what? And in terms of anime, I think I started with Speed Racer.
Yeah.
Here he goes. Here comes Speed Racer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
On wheels.
Yeah, that's a really good one. That's actually pretty old too.
Here comes Speed Racer. Here comes Speed Racer. Go. Yeah.
Alright, Terry. You might have to shoot me another invite.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell you before you changed the topic and started ranting about stuff.
No,
Oh my
I
God,
wasn't
stop
ranting.
ranting.
I
It's
was
not online.
talking about Speed Racer.
Yeah, but that's not helping me get the game sort of done. I can't invite you because you're not listed as online.
Oh yeah, fucking. Oh yeah, I forget. I have to. Damn, Steam.
Yeah. You have to let Steam know that you're online. Or allow some friends to see that you're available. And I don't know how to
Hey.
do that part.
Our good pal Chaos Eve is playing Monster Hunter World.
Yep.
Yay! It sucks.
That's why I didn't rush her in terms of pulling anybody in, just because sometimes you can pause in that game and sometimes you can't.
Shit. Yeah, and different buttons as well. I forget.
But yeah, what was your favorite, your first anime, Tyrone?
I don't know. I know Pizza Cats. I've been told that counts.
It does.
It does.
Wait, Samurai Pizza Cats.
There's a lot of cartoons where I have to hesitate because I thought they were anime, but you know, there's some people in the anime crowd who don't consider some things to be anime.
Mhm.
You know that, right? Like, there are some people where you call out one and they're like, that's not an anime because this person played it. And you're like, but everybody involved with the pre-production of it were, okay.
You know, I yearn for the days of that type of argument. And now we're having is AI
Genders.
No, AI art is that actual animation and art. It's like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
I yearn for the days long past when, you know, even when we were disagreeing, we could be civil about this is not anime. Well, this is fucking anime. Or, you know, we have a conversation about
Being
the
civil.
merits, the merits of having X character do X thing versus this character doing that thing.
Yeah.
Now
Oh, no.
we're all just
Here you go.
what? What's wrong?
Opponent has left the lobby.
Why?
I don't know why you left the lobby.
What, you don't like us anymore?
What happened?
You said you left the lobby. I don't know if you did. I don't know why you would have, but... And now you got the message that I left the lobby, so yeah. I think the connection must have had...
It didn't like our conversation, so it decided no.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you just...
Okay. I got it. Hold on. Let me. Shit. There we go. So messy with this.
I agree with Galician, just call them cartoons.
Okay, this is the one reason I would say console over PC. Console is so much, it's streamlined.
For certain things. Someone's gonna play with Rash.
Yeah.
Really?
Come on!
Fucking Battletoad. There we go. Sable versus Rash.
Come on, dude!
They'll lose.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Oh boy.
Wow, it really
Anything
doesn't.
happens again.
What the hell?
Yeah. Oh, try one more time, and then
Yeah, one more
if it
time,
doesn't,
and then we'll try Fightcade. and see if Fight Kid works.
Yeah.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen,
It
he's
was
gonna pick the gay frog.
it was probably because I picked Rash. I was rash with my decision.
Oh, see, there you go, a real fighter, Spinal. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody with some teeth.
I
Oh.
never pick the actual fighters that I want to.
Why? Why would you not pick the fighters that you want to? That doesn't make sense.
Because we're live. You gotta leave the people wanting more, right?
No, you don't.
You getting characters you don't like makes no sense.
Yeah, and then tomorrow people, you know, are like, oh man, I can't wait to watch the next show.
I can't wait to watch.
Is it lag? It's laggy.
It
Yeah.
is very laggy. They'll think, what's the point of playing if you're just going to use characters he doesn't even like? They're not going to say, let's tune in next week so we can use another character he doesn't like.
I think so. I mean,
I think you're insane.
I can't wait to watch Adam phone it in again.
see, there you go. You got it straight from Tira's own personal spot. I can't wait till Adam phones it in again. Yeah. Sounds a bitch.
Well, it seems that, maybe you should play with Spinal more. You can try about that.
The game is laggy, which is making things a lot harder than it's normally would. Yeah. He is doing quite well.
Somebody must have been practicing.
No.
Yes, there's a noticeable way. Sora, what up?
Oh no. Hey, we didn't lose Jen, did we?
Oh no.
Fading a little bit, but I'm still here.
Jen, don't fall asleep.
I have to work tomorrow.
Well,
I
okay.
don't want to go.
If you're gonna, but if you will fall asleep, at least snore, so we can get some nice cuts of.
No, I would just mute and then turn off. No, I don't do online ASMR. That ain't for me.
Alright, I have a small question. You're fighting, you're a dog man fighting the man made of bones. Why are you losing?
Well,
This-
you said that, and all of a sudden,
I cannot hear what your question is because you're being drowned out.
Okay, my bad. I said you're a man. You're a dog man fighting a man made of bones. This is your natural element. You should be owning his ass.
Well, I won.
thanks,
Oh,
Ter.
well,
Thank you.
I take it back.
I'm only giggling a little bit because Sora, the last time I hung out with Sora, we were talking about liquor chocolates, and like the next day afterwards, I went to work and
Well,
I'm eyeballing.
you know what?
I'm
Sora
no,
is
no.
banned from joining the Monday Night Mayhem.
Why? It's all good. It's just the reality of life. I went into work and I'm eyeballing these liquor chocolates and like, oh, they're expensive. Dang it. And then one of my coworkers is like, oh, she got one for a gift. I'm like, oh, have you had any yet? She's like, no, I can't do that yet. It's an advent calendar. I have to wait for December. I'm like, oh, so you're the disciplined kind.
Oh. Oh, you Canucks are so silly. Damn it.
Yeah.
That's discipline.
You didn't do anything, Sora. You were just influencing me. I was just like, that sounds like a great idea. I should go get a box of those. And I went into work, I'm like, oh, you know, my budget. And like, it's $1 for a chocolate. If you think about it, I know it's probably about right, but still.
Sora, you're a bad influence on Jay.
Yeah.
You've had somebody recommend a drink to you and been like, I don't know, maybe.
Come on, Sora, stop that. Jen is a wholesome, sweet girl. You're trying to corrupt her.
In 2 days, that's what my thinking was when I was looking at it. I'm like, yo, I can see myself doing that.
Look, this is why Sora is not allowed on the show. She,
But I'll be fair with you, though. Like, I mean, say that you actually did get yourself a decent bottle of wine. Like, not like a cheap $10 one. You got a decent one. You know, it won't cost you that. Like, you know that. Like, there's drinks you prefer that are maybe considered more manly or something.
the fuck out of here, you fucking Terry!
Ultra!
But there's nothing that's like decent that's cheap anymore, you know? So it's like, at least you get the benefit of some chocolates along with your booze, right? So that's what I was thinking when I was eyeballing. I'm like, how much is it for like a decent bottle of wine, you know? Oh, I'm not judging you. That's why I was looking at them too. But I'm like, it's not even... Christmas hasn't even started yet.
Sora, I'm judging you. Partially. I wish you could see my face right now. It's my judgment face.
Yeah,
Oh,
all the face. Every face. We should be watching all the face.
But you know what? I'll be fair with all of you. My manager's great. I haven't had to listen to Mariah Carey at all. She's holding off until she has to.
Shit. I went upstairs at my job and there are Christmas trees. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, Halloween isn't really over. Don't worry, I will. I totally will. I will judge you.
No, I'm just jelly though. Like I did think about it. It's just I'm still in the process of budgeting things. Like I have to get most of my Christmas stuff done this month, and then that way next month I'll be okay.
Terry, I have a question.
What are you on about now?
Damn, gee, wow. I'm sorry, I'm bad. I keep my question to myself.
Well, after last question was just the troll one, so I'm assuming this one is still.
No, it's I was asked, you guys have questions?
Hold on, don't ask Terry a question while he's in the middle of a fucking fight. Genius! I'm gonna have Kefkis just non-stop. Hey Terry, let me ask you a question.
No, y'all celebrate Christmas December 25th?
Come on, dude.
I don't mind starting some of the season in December the way you're kind of supposed to. And I mean, it's naturally Christmassy up here at that time anyway because of the snow. It does make it naturally look that way, but it's just... Yeah, I do admit that it's obnoxiously thrown down your throat, and a lot of it does make sense. Like, they have nowhere to store all that crap. Warehouses get full, and then they have no place to put it. And people buy it. They all buy it. So it's just, you can only still stuff so much in your store. So you start early so that you can keep it up as people come and go. It's the music that really gets to me. Like, I can ignore Christmassy stuff. Like, it's not that big of a section until it starts getting to becoming closer to the season. It's the music shit that gets to me because
it really is.
They only really stick to a couple of tracks, and I mean that. Like, it'll be like an hour or two that they flip and flip and flip and flip, and it's the same shit. I'm like, there's no reason that they couldn't just have one station that's just Christmas all the time, because they have that. It exists, and that way at least it rotates more music. But no, I'm sorry. It's just for like, there's some places that will start in, November. Some places start in October. It's the music. Turn that shit off.
What? Hold on. So, you don't like All I Want for Christmas is You?
Not for
No.
that long. Not for that long.
Oh, okay.
I
Wait,
don't think
hold
I
on.
can watch that.
Just as a quick recap. What did we pick for the mid-game?
Mighty Warrior.
Mighty Warriors.
That's not Dino Rex or Samurai Showdown, so I'm unhappy.
I mean,
Well,
there's decent chance it won't work. We might be forced to play Samurai Showdown if 5K does its usual antics.
yeah, we'll see if Fightcade works.
What? A three-way tie?
Oh yeah, there you go. 3-way tie.
I demand a recount.
Definitely not K Fighter, but any of the other three. So
Three-way tie, three-way tie, three-way tie, three-way tie. Boom, 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 boom.
I need a ringer. Somebody come in and vote for Samurai Showdown. Just
it's closed. It's too late.
I don't know, man.
we'll have a runoff election.
Runoff elections. That's where we're at. Boop. Yeah, let's give it a try. Oh, jeez.
I can't see you in the room yet.
Oh God, random golf's dancing. Ugh.
I forgot
You
about
know
the
what? I
delay.
always want to know how many of these kids just went trans, because this is what happened to the autistic kids.
What happened to them?
They went trans.
I miss the cyberpunk group and the cyber goths. I miss them.
The cyber goths.
No
That's
offense
what that
to,
was. Cyber.
no offense to our normies who might actually be autistic, because I know some of you are autistic, but you're not like that.
Oh no.
I miss the old cliques. You know, the goth
Yeah.
chicks, the practices, the jocks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now everybody the gays.
somebody has their parachute pants in their closet, and they're looking at it.
Hey, don't talk about my parachute pants.
Yeah, there was the Scene Kids, which wasn't my generation either, but I admit I admired the effort it went into doing weird hairdos.
Yeah.
I was like, your hair is gonna suffer for that, but I admire that you're doing it.
Okay,
I
it's
come from
downloading.
a very interesting generation. Actually, my generation watched everyone else do stupid shit.
Yes.
We're Whoa! We are the only people on this.
Yes, well, it's not a popular game.
And we will make it popular.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And for the record, for the babies in the chat who are new to the world, I'm just letting you know. The generation before us, the ones who make shit, fun of all the millennials and stuff, they did stupid shit too. They just didn't have the ability to record it the way that you do. If they had it, they would have, because they're just as dumb.
Jen, they did have a way of recording. It's called oral traditions. Like, you heard stories of your forefathers doing some stupid shit.
Right?
Okay, that works.
I'm just saying, like, even like our brothers or fathers, like, there's some stuff where, like, if they had the means of recording it and sharing it with everybody, they would have too.
They would have, yeah. The dumb shit people got out, the generation before us got up into. Ugh.
What the hell are we watching? Okay, dude, hold on. god.
Oh, there is nothing on screen. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's gladiatorial. I feel offended by this. I feel offended. I feel fucking offended.
I know this one. Give me a second to. Give me a second to. Why did he have Wolverine claws? Oh shit.
And it's all skirt.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to figure out the buttons.
Oh, I already figured them out. So you had your time.
Okay, well, shit. Sorry,
see what-
we're not on future Australian time, sir. Give me a second.
You're not doing anything. So what are you?
This is what you voted for, people.
See, this is why I went for Samurai Showdown.
Yes.
3 buttons. It's not that complicated. I don't know any of the special moves, but I know the 3 buttons. There's light attack, light sword, heavy sword, and kick. That's what I figured out.
Yeah, it really does. This game feels inappropriate somehow. I don't know how, but it does. I'm feeling.
There's a level of
I mean, funny, but at the same time, yeah, you're like, okay, I get that this was done a long time
Wait,
ago.
is that a Mongol?
Not really that long ago. I don't get from it all at all from the same places. There's no character on this page. It looks like they came from it all the same place.
The level of racism in this game is palpable.
That's okay though, you know. Like some things you're like, wow, okay, I think
There we
they're
go.
trying for something.
Oh.
So for the people,
Wait,
at home,
that's an
I'm
M. Bison
on
move.
the computer at the moment. This is not Adam. This is
No, it's CPU.
It's full Wang Shu of the lost Fu Wang tribe beating up on a Roman centurion or gladiator. I don't know.
Oh, I think I just won. Yes. I don't know why Adam's not playing, but I'll get up the computer until he figures. Okay.
I think I'm gonna
Because
let
it doesn't be
you.
putting racism.
No, I'm gonna let you finish off the match, and then we'll play Street Fighter.
You don't want to play this? You're the one who put it on the
I did, but I don't want to have to deal with trying to get the controls to work. I'm just enjoying the the fight. Genghis Khan versus
Maximus Centurius Adeptus. Like, it looks interesting. I mean, there seem to be stance changes where you drop your weapon and pick it up and then turn into other characters.
Hey,
So,
that actually counts as one of my wins, even though it was against the computer. Fightgate still counted as a win.
I don't think that counts as a win.
the fuck was that?
Fightgate disagrees. All you've got to do is hit the continue button and fight me for real. And
It's
Nope.
that moment where you question whether or not these two people were even alive at the same time. Like, I know
Oh,
Genghis
God.
Khan absolutely fucked with the Romans, but I don't think Marcus was alive at that time.
There you go. There you
Come
go.
on now. Marcus Aurelius Contentious,
There you go,
they
Terry.
fought.
We fight against some Greek person and Shaka Zulu.
I mean, he might have been. It's just games take liberties with shit like this, and then you sit there and you're like, it's not that it's racist. It's just you're just taking whatever you want and mixing it up.
Yeah.
Look, they were like, hey, if we have a roster to fill, we need we need a character to fill this gap.
Alright, I have a small question.
I mean, if you want to be fair, if the one Roman character is a gladiator, at least you know he's technically a slave. So I mean,
So how does it feel to know that the Greek guy has the black man inside of him?
Again, I don't know why Adam stopped fighting. I don't know why he's watching the computer.
It's more fun this way.
Because I'm enjoying the match. There's Alexis.
Again, it's like a bad crossover between Street Fighter and Deadliest Warrior.
I'm still surprised that Terry is fucking owning the game.
Well, not anymore.
It's
He's
also,
an AI. He adapts.
it's
And he
also
still
the-
shoots a beam. Like Iron Man.
I got the win for that round. I'll take it.
It's like a bad song. He's like a bad song.
It's also there's some beauty to like mildly older pixelation. Like this game isn't that old at all, but at the same time the graphics are just designed in such a way where you're like, oh, what were they going for?
Yeah.
But it's not the worst. Like there's older stuff where you're like, yeah, it's been worse. they did what they could with what they had.
It's like Zangief versus the Soul. Oh. God damn this game.
You should play around though.
Yeah, I lose. I can't beat the computer.
The time limit is ridiculous.
Hold on,
other
that's
thing
not the
is-
same guy.
Well, the other thing is, I don't know the controls. Like, against Adam, who also doesn't know the controls, that's fine. Against the computer that does,
Yeah.
I can't win.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that was something.
I don't know why you pussied out of actually playing. That seems weird.
No, I couldn't play.
You were playing it the first game, not well, but
Street-
you were playing.
Samurai Showdown.
No. We played our second game.
I'm going to petition Capcom to fire the announcer.
You don't have to do that. They already paid him. He's already done his work. He does.
Yeah.
For all
to fire
future
him.
projects. That's what he's banned from all future Capcom projects.
Yeah.
So he can't be in Dragon's Dogma 2.
I don't know who Adam has as the announcer. Maybe he chose someone really bad. I don't have a problem with the two announcers that I've heard. I don't have a problem with them.
What do you mean you don't know? You were the one who told me to pick the announcers.
No, I told you how to set the announcer. I don't know who you picked.
Yeah,
The default-
you were like, hey, you should pick these guys, and I'm like, okay.
No, the default is Vicious, like Jeremy Lopez. I don't know if James Chen is the default color commentator or if it's no one. But, on my game, I've got Tasty Steve and James Chen as the announcers.
Whoever that black guy is, you need to fire him. I don't know why, but he upsets me.
The black guy is Tasty Steve.
Yeah, he needs to fire him. Tasty Steve sucks.
Jeremy Lopez / Vicious, he's, I don't know, some sort of Mexican, I think. He's like Latin.
Oh, hey. We don't use those words here. It's family-friendly program. You gotta use the proper term.
No,
Latinx.
He's some kind of Latinx.
He's some sort of Latinx. I don't know exactly what he is. And then
is
there's
Latinx?
also...
I don't know if that's
Latinx.
proper.
Sorry, that's not the. Use the proper terminology.
Yeah, Latinx
Yeah,
sounds
Latinx.
like he's
Oh no,
in
sorry,
porn
it's
or some
latrine.
shit.
Latrine is the new
Latrine.
word for yeah.
Oh, the train Jean-Pierre?
Ah, jeez.
Yes. Unfortunately, it is his turn for me to play as. So this is gonna suck. I'm not good with grapplers. But I do enjoy them. I just am not good with them.
Of course, Adam would choose the girl with the giant balls.
Wait, what?
And
What?
next week will be Dalsim, and Dalsim will be the worst character for me. I will be very, very bad with Dalsim. Once Dalsim does late, it'll be Rashid, then it'll be Aki, and then
Well,
we'll have
that's
done the
not
whole
you.
roster. Why did you do that?
I didn't do nothing.
But you're searching for an opponent. You're in ranked mode.
He's trying not to fight you. He knows the truth.
First off, I was listening to the very intriguing discussion between you two, and all of a sudden I found myself here.
Yeah, because you.
Alright, first round. What's going to
So
happen?
you turned ranked mode on. Now you gotta fight.
What the fuck is this microsection?
No. This is good for tier. This is Rex 5880. So this is the closest you're gonna get to Dino Rex. I think you should enjoy it.
Yeah, closest. You know, and we'll see a very nice difference between this match and a match between Terry.
Yeah, I think this Rex guy is probably gonna play it better than me.
What the fuck is this?
Don't worry about
That's how you play Lily. That might be in with a chance.
Okay, this character design is kind of blowing my mind.
Which one? Aki or Lily?
Both.
I can't believe that worked on you, Adam. That was the stupidest game plan I've ever seen. He literally just jabbed you to death.
Yeah.
You know, Terry,
What are you doing?
you're not very supportive.
You can do
Well,
it.
you're not playing well enough to support. Look, he's literally jabbing thin air.
Oh.
There you go. You can be mashing jab perfectly. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's got auto fire on jab. Like, that's a really dumb way to play, but
This is again. This is weird. The design's weird.
Yeah, I like it.
I think this guy is trolling or retarded because he is literally hitting a single button. He's got you. His jab mashing seems to be effective on you.
Nope, he won. Thank you. Again, drove the balls.
How is this player for real? Literally just mashing jab. What the fuck is wrong with him?
A lot, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah. Now stop doing ranked mode and in my room.
Oh my. Very aggressive.
As funny as Tard wrangling is,
Yeah.
we have a game to play.
Boo, 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 boo.
Is that DJ?
Hmm?
DJ
Oh, I
is one
thought
of the
it.
best characters in the game.
DJ.
DJ is like one of the top 3 characters in the game. So this will be tough. This will be a struggle.
It is strong Russian bear man versus Capoeira.
You can't say that word on this channel, so
I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm a Zangief player, and
He's strong like Russian
like
bear.
bottom-
Here we go. What are these fighters going to
Zangief
do?
is like bottom 2.
Zangief is strong like a Russian bear.
Okay, we're in the early
Yes,
stages of
Coconut.
the round.
Have a good night, Sora.
Goes for the command
I
grab.
can't believe that worked.
A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage.
Put small black men
Okay.
down like Russian.
Damn it.
KO. Let's try to shake up the game plan a bit.
You can tell that I don't play Zangief, can't you? Don't doing shit.
This is you doing shit?
Yeah.
That's amazing shit.
Ooh, yeah, just like that. Will that drive impact get punished?
God damn it.
Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. How will they utilize the corner?
Watch out, poor black man.
Quick, change the
Here's some
channel.
Russian.
Smart
Dude.
play with the throw.
Bam.
You're Russian. If you get dog, he'll eat you.
Activates.
It's over there, Russia. Black man get killed by bear.
Looking to drill him. Phillips closes it out. Every loss is a chance to learn.
Alright, Terry's a cheater. Let's just toss that out there.
Terry's an AI, it doesn't count. Terry doesn't input codes, he just thinks the commands and they do. Which is amazing.
Dude, he just
It,
hits a button,
if I
and
was
all of
an
a
AI, I
sudden.
would play much better than that. Now, if I was playing as Luke, I think we'd got a different story. I'm actually pretty decent with Luke, but with Zangief, God no, I can't do anything with him.
No, damn it.
Oh God, Adam, why did you leave the room?
Gal's hair defies physics, and I don't know why.
Stop trying to wriggle out of it. Let's play the match.
You can eat.
Yeah.
Terry just said, stop being a little biatch, take your ass with.
Yeah. I was gonna say it nicer than that, but yes.
I'm black, I can say what the fuck I want.
Alright, Terry, say it for everybody who is not black, who cannot say it.
What? Say what? What do you want to say?
I don't know. What can we say?
Don't say any words that will get the channel taken away from us.
I will say the mandatory salt word if I want. Mandatory salt word. Now. I said it. What you want to do?
Don't worry.
That's true. He said it.
How did I miss that?
Throws him down.
It's the mandatory salt word.
Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Nice. Grabs him.
Ah.
Knockdown.
Wow, this is how we're going to decide World War III.
Some clutch drive moves.
Somebody's going to play Gal, somebody's going to play Zangief.
Player one
Winner wins.
gets him.
Remember, Adam, you're doing this for America.
Don't worry. We're just
Don't
getting started.
put it,
Literally,
come on.
you're out the country.
Don't put that pressure on me.
They need to add a Ukrainian character, then we can decide the war.
Yeah, that's it.
In all fairness, this Russian is being played by a Australian, so
It doesn't matter. You're fighting for your country, goddammit.
and
How did
and
that miss?
and
I
the
saved
blonde
it.
the blonde Guile is being played by a Texan Hispanic Latinx.
Listen to
Oh,
Jinx.
shit.
Pretty good since you froze him.
Somebody help me out there.
Again, if you lose, you're out the country. We're going to deport you back to the 8th world. That's fair.
Deport me. Where am I gonna go? Oh shit.
We don't care. You're out the country. That's it. Pack your bags. You're fucked.
Oh man. Wait, do I have one more match?
Yeah, there's one more. There's one more.
No.
Better win, boy.
Oh,
Better win.
Do you want to get the same character or do you want to change?
I don't know. I don't even know where I live anymore.
Uncle Sam.
Okay, you can be go again.
Yeah, no, let's do it.
Normally you want to change characters, that's all. So I didn't rematch.
All right, Adam. If you lose this, you're gonna have to be Joe Biden's
Our fighters are ready
personal.
to get down to it. So
I'm not.
let's start the
Kid
match and see what these
I'm not
warriors are
black.
capable of.
You're gonna personal kid wrangler. You're gonna wrangle the children when they try to run away from you, sniffing them. So you better not lose, boy. Better not lose. Ooh,
Player 1 has the life lead.
not looking good.
You're not helping, sir.
Order makes it hard to
Look,
escape.
I'm just here to tell you the state.
This is why I don't invite you onto the show. I mean, good God Almighty. Bad enough I get a.
Goes in on the attack.
Oh,
Grabs him.
go for America.
Staying in throw range there. Jumps. Is it time for the mix? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins.
He was going to die.
We're going back. You got to force you back to the eighth.
The low kick hits. There's still a chance here.
Nope, we're going to deport you to New Zealand. That's where we're going to deport you.
Son of a bitch.
Well, Adam, you're gone.
Well,
If anything, we
I was sitting there thinking about, like, what Australian animal do you really pin against an American animal? I mean, they're just vastly inappropriate for each other.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you've got more, like, ones that'll just poison you or, you know, destroy you
I
in
can't
other
do
ways.
it. A koala versus.
Well,
Fox.
Terry, I think we had some good matches.
Yes. Against the computer when I was playing Mighty Warrior.
Yeah, okay. Well, as a, I was trying to keep it amicable, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy playing.
Dude, I always have fun playing these games, even though I get my ass beaten.
Yeah.
And extra special thanks for the commentary. Fucking tear.
You're welcome. I'm always here to help.
Holy shit. You know, it's
Came in the stay for the commentary.
a nice ass whooping with a sprinkling of sprinkles. So, always nice.
Oh, Adam, I just got off the phone with Uncle Sam. They want your bags packed and ready to go by tomorrow.
But dude, I don't speak any other language other than English. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Uncle Sam don't like losers, boy. They don't like losers. You got to get the fuck out. Only winners in this country. Only winners.
Well, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. This is the final episode of Monday Night Mayhem.
You ruined it for everyone.
We are.
I'm sorry.
We've hit it. I mean, Terry beat my ass back to whatever third world country that I'm.
Not third world, boy. Eighth.
Oh, eighth world.
No.
Holy
Hey.
shit.
Yeah, let Adam stay in the country for 3 more weeks because I've got to beat him with 3 more characters. Then I'll have done the entire Street Fighter 6 roster. Then you can kick him out of the country.
Oh, okay.
I guess. I'll call Uncle Sam and tell him to give you 3 weeks. But you better win at least one.
See, Mr.
You're
Adam,
winners.
Well, you know,
it,
I could win if somebody voted a better game. Just
So
put it
we
in their
did.
Power Stone. Ready to rumble. Dino Rex. Holy shit.
I voted for Clay Fighter. I was the only one with the wisdom to see the true answer.
See, Mr. Adam, you're doing it wrong. It's like that Russian lady said like a couple years ago. You got to stop trying to be like man who's trying to look pretty. You know, he's working out to look pretty. You need to be strong like bitch who fights bears in the woods.
Exactly.
And I think Rotten Corpse has a great solution. You step up and play Terry and see if you get to stay in the country.
Shit, I'm black. I don't have to fucking fight for my right to stay in this country. According to the Wookiees, I helped build this motherfucker, so I ain't gotta do shit.
Oh, duh.
I just get to sit on the sidelines and commentate, like I'm doing now. So fuck you, Rodney.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you own the game, but if you did buy Street Fighter 6, I would happily play against you. But
Yeah,
I
I don't.
I think if you're not familiar with fighting games, there would be a bit of a gap in the skill levels.
A massive.
Well, to be fair, that Russian character had moves that I wouldn't really have predicted for his size. Like, sometimes he does this little spin where, like, he looks like he's doing a little ballet move. And it's funny.
Yeah,
It's funny.
Zangief
That's
is...
Zangief?
Yeah, that's a Geef.
There is a legit ballerina character in this game. It's a girl, not the Russian guy, the French lady. But yeah, there is a ballerina in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah. It's just, I don't doubt that he has this move. When he's doing this move, he looks like he's doing a little pirouette. And it's just like, it's funny because it's a big ass wrestler dude doing it.
It's supposed to be a spinning Larry. It's supposed to be a wrestling move.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I want to address Rotten Corpse. You're right. That's all you hear from me is this talking. Because
Look, this is what I gave Tier an extra $15 to give saucy bitch talk for our Street Fighter matches this evening.
No, game
money well spent.
game knowledge is a big factor with fighting games. So that's why, like, I'm good at Street Fighter 6 because I played like 200 hours of it or something. Whereas something like Killer Instinct is like, I kind of know what I'm doing. I can mostly play it okay a bit, but that's why, like, you'll see Adam will do really well in some games of Killer Instinct is because I don't know the game to the level of Street Fighter 6. It's really a matter of once you're familiarized with the game, that makes a huge difference.
Well, okay. I mean, in all fairness, Terry, I mean, if you and I were to play a game of Age of Empires or
yeah, you'd murder me.
Rome
No
Total
question.
War, yeah, I mean, it's a difference of
100%.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my point. Is game knowledge makes a big difference. You get me to play a game that I have no idea and you know well, you'll murder me every time.
If it makes you feel better, if we all played Ark, you know what would destroy us? The game.
A dinosaur.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can fuck each other up and have fun with it, but it's usually the game.
No. Well, if we all played Ark, what would destroy us is probably Sora. She'd do it on purpose.
Well,
yeah.
okay.
Fucking Sora.
She'd win.
Look, Sora's a goofball, and yeah. So, I guess we've come to the end of the show.
One thing I'll say about Sora, it's great playing Among Us with Sora because you always know if she's the killer or not. Always.
Well, she's always sus, but
Yeah.
you
kill her immediately. Just to be sure.
You know, there will be a time. Terry, we were talking. Eventually, we'll get into a rotation with Kefkis. We'll be playing different games outside of fighting games. As much as I love playing fighting games,
Well, I think it's the only thing fair to Kefkis, really.
Well, not only that, but I don't want Monday arcade games to be solely fighting. If I can get,
do, but...
well, sure, I guess you would, but even with Jen and Tier this evening, a 4-player game would have been pretty fun to play. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
but I don't think I don't think arcade would support it because of the way you challenge an individual player. I think it only accounts for one person connecting to one other person. I don't think it supports 3-4 player games.
All
I mean, if there's a
right.
way to do it, tell me. I'm happy to play them, but based on the way it's set up, I don't think it would support that.
I mean, we could. I think we could figure it out.
But there's a will,
Good
there's
luck.
a way.
Good. I mean, if you can, awesome. But I'm just saying it doesn't seem like a thing it is built to.
I mean, otherwise I'll just have Sora apparently play fighting games against you because she's hot dog out there.
If someone play fighting games, I could play fighting games against Sora. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I don't think she plays fighting.
But Sora's a bad influence. You don't want her around.
Yeah, nobody wants her
I
around.
mean, I'd also be willing to play against Blind Press because people keep saying that she's really good at fighting games, and I'd like to see if I'm able to win. But
well, she
as
plays
I said,
she plays Mortal Kombat. You don't play Mortal Kombat.
yeah, no, that's the thing. That's the thing. But she did play Street Fighter 6 for a little bit, so I don't know if
She did,
good
yeah.
at it.
But she switched over to MK1.
She seems to like Mortal Kombat far more than
Yeah. The same thing with like Dragon Ball Fighters. I mean, you don't like playing.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Whoa. Okay, trying to close out the show here. We've gone. We've hit the limit. But yes. So, parting words. I want to first off, I want to thank everybody in chat for joining us. I want to thank everybody for hanging out and watching our show, and hopefully you were entertained with it. Final thoughts. I want to thank again our guests, JenTMaxi. Final thoughts?
Nothing really big. Enjoy whatever game you want to play. Also, don't take it to heart if we grill you a little bit. It's I'm not the one playing the game, so it's fairly easy for me to do that.
Oh yeah.
But also I've played, I haven't played any of those games since like the initial launch of them. I think we have them too. I have an original Nintendo. I don't remember what all games my dad or my brother has for those, but
I mean, Street Fighter 2 goes way back to the mid 90s.
Yeah.
It was always fun.
Yep.
I mean, I'd play Adam at Street Fighter 2 as well. I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna put.
Jen, I'd be happy to play you guys as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, Tier's always there. Tier. Final thoughts?
Nah. No thoughts.
No, okay. Well, hey, thanks for hopping on. That was a nice surprise.
Thanks for letting me on.
At least
get used to it.
Yeah, well, at least we managed to get you on. Still got to work on that. Minions.
Yeah.
Give me the power.
I'll mention it to you what you said afterwards, just because I'll forget.
Terry.
If you're passionate about fighting games, make sure you beat up Adam. Don't let Adam beat up you.
That's something.
Very sanguine of you.
Oh, jeez.
That sanguine line is one of the greatest things that has ever been bestowed upon the minions.
Yeah. Thank you, Sanguine. And thank you, Sanguine, for allowing Terry to alter it to such passionate views. But
there have been many variants at this point of the Great Sanguine line.
Okay, so
Great.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
The last thing they're supposed to be the thing I was supposed to say. I just don't know what I'm supposed to say. That's all.
Oh, well, no. That's right at the end credits. We'll get there.
Yeah, yeah.
Eventually.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. And yeah, this has been the Minions of the Zoo. God bless. I love y'all. And the zoo is closed. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Right.
The
Bye-bye.
Minions of the Zoo is a live recorded audience, and we're recorded, and you guys can come back and listen to us later.
Jen, get off the sauce.
Well,
Half asleep.
Look, she already said it.
It's like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Close enough. I think that's fine.
That works. Thank you, Jen.
I'll at least get a laugh out of you.